Hey, what's going on? It's me once again, and this is a question I have to the Christian brothers out there, because time and time again I always hear them say that they are allowed to eat pork because that's the Old Testament and we're no longer living in the Old Testament days, but the New Testament, right? So my question is, and I'm not saying all Christians do this, but I've seen many of my Christian friends do this, and I always wonder and I always ask them why, but they just it's like they don't really care in a way. So I just want to know, why is it that some Christians will tell you, no, you are allowed to eat pork because that was in the Old Testament that you were forbidden to eat pork, but we're now living in the New Testament days, so there's no pork, you are allowed to eat pork. But yet I see these same guys eating food covered in blood. You know, they eat blood on a daily basis on their meat. They don't have their meat well done. They love the blood. So they say they don't eat the pork in the Old Testament because those were the Old Testament days. So they do eat the pork, I'm sorry, but they eat the pork because the Old Testament said it, and we're not living in the Old Testament days now. But they do also eat blood, even though the New Testament clearly says you're not allowed to eat blood, over in Acts 15. So what's going on? Please give me an answer. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm not saying all Christians do this, but I personally know a lot of Christians that do this. No pork because we're not living in the Old Testament, so we can't eat pork. But then again, they also eat blood, even though the New Testament says you're not allowed to do it. So, if you have an answer, please let me know. Leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. Visit us at NazareneLife.com, and we got some studies and some content coming up there soon. All right, see you on the next video.